I want to explain character structure to you. Now, that sounds a little technical and maybe psychobabble. It's not at all. It has to do with who you are as a person and the components that you need to pull off life. My definition of character is that set of capacities required, or that set of components required, or abilities required to meet the demands of reality, because life has demands. And there are 4 different components to that character. That's the structure part, the 4 pieces in the framework inside your head that'll make all the difference in a successful life with great relationships or not. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to give you those 4 and give you some things to do about them. Why is this important? Well, I'll tell you why it's important. Because everything starts with who you are. Everybody wants great relationships. Everybody wants a great job that fulfills their passions, that they can love and develop. Everybody wants to be in great community. Everybody wants to have good habits and not be enslaved to addictions. And it all starts with who you are. Who you are then becomes how you behave, and how you behave then becomes how you relate, and how you relate becomes how you succeed. So it starts with the inside. I mean, we can talk about IQ all day, and you got to have IQ, and you got to have smarts, and you've got to, be clever and have great ideas, but the internal world of your character will determine your future. Second reason it's important is because life has lots of demands. Life has lots of requirements. You don't come into life going, "Hi, you're lucky I'm here. Now I'm going to go have a party." No, life says, well, you got to go to school. You got to pick up after yourself. You got to make your bed. You got to make decent grades. You've got to stay off of bad habits, and you've got to have great friends. And you've got to be a great friend, or nobody will like you. And you've got to train for a career. Those are demands. You got to make money so that you can make it in life, and all this. So those tools, those components, those capacities are what you need to meet the demands. I'll tell you a story about this. There is a foundation that Henry Cloud and I started called the Growth Skills Foundation. And what it does is it puts on workshops, growth workshops, where they use our material, and we lecture there and talk there. And there are these intensive once-a-week workshops, and week-long workshops. And one of them is called Empower Now. And Empower Now is about getting the vision ready for your life and the strategies, and what are the things you've got to have ready to, how do you handle failure, and how do you handle distractions and crazy people and all that. So it gives you those tools during a week-long intensive. And now that we've been doing it for a while, now people that went through a long time ago are sending their kids in their 20s through it, because they're saying, I wish I'd have had these capacities in my 20s instead of being in my 40s. And, I'm working my program now, but if I'd have had these in my 20s, my life would have been a lot better now. So it's sort of like these tools you want to have as early as possible, whether you're raising a family, working in an organization, whether you're just trying to be a healthy person, get these as soon as you can. Let me give you some things to do about character structure, because I want to kind of spell them out for you. The first is attachment. And what is attachment? Attachment is the ability to trust and be vulnerable, to be able to open up to people and to find people are a good place to go. Not everybody's good, not everybody's safe, but to find those people and to be able to be vulnerable, open with them. Because vulnerable people who are with vulnerable people have great relationships, and you feel better, and you've got more energy, and your brain's clear. After attachment is separation. And separation means the ability to have your own voice, make your own choices, set boundaries, to be a free person. Because some people are very attached, they have got relationships, but they feel guilty about speaking up and about disagreeing and confronting, so they don't have good boundaries. They're kind of undeveloped in the area of separation. And that's kind of where all the boundaries books that I've written are about. The third, and after separation, is integration. And integration really means that there are 2 kinds of realities in our life. There's the positive realities of my strengths and good people and good experiences and great restaurants and great mission in life. But there are also negative realities like my own brokenness and my own failure, my own losses, my own hurts, other people letting me down, I let other people down. And a lot of times we tend to not know what to do about the negative realities. So we judge ourselves and we beat ourselves up, or we try not to think about it. We get perfectionistic and obsessive. Integration means I can live with the positives very well, and I can embrace the negatives at the same time. I've integrated the reality that me and the people in my life and the world are both positive and negative. And the fourth one is adulthood. And adulthood means I know who I am, I know why I'm on the planet, I want to make this mud ball in space a better place to be. I know my talents to get me there. I have a good work ethic. I can handle who I am in terms of my sexuality, know what to do with healthy sexuality, and I don't feel like a little kid. I feel like I am an adult in life, and I feel like I'm mutual with other adults. So those are the four capacities. Identify those, know what they are, and then look at the four and go, well, which one is giving me the most negative fruit in my life, the negative outcomes? Which one kind of gets in the way of life the most? You might say, well, I'm strong in in separation, integration, and adulthood, but that attachment thing, I don't trust people, and I learned not to trust people. I kind of don't like to open up to people. Probably gets in your way in relationships, probably gets in your way in career, general happiness. That's the one you want to look at. You're looking at the fruit of your life and what is most disruptive in terms of attachment. Or you might say, no, I'm okay with attachment. I'm very integrated. I understand the negatives, and I can live with the negatives. I forgive others. I can live in acceptance. I know how to be an adult. But that separation thing is hard. I feel guilty, and I'm afraid to have conflict with people. I'm afraid to speak up, have my own mind. That gets in the way of your life. Or you might say, integration, that's my big one. I beat myself up. I've got this judge in my head, and he says, or she says, you'll never make it, you're a loser, you're letting everybody down, you don't deserve to be here, and gosh, I feel that all the time, and it kind of haunts me. That's the one you need to work on. Or you might say as an adult, I feel like I need everybody's approval. When I go to work, I feel like I'm the dumb kid that my boss and my leader, my team leader, have to tell me I'm okay because I don't feel like I'm okay. And when I get in conflicts with people, I feel like a little kid. Or I don't really know what I'm here on the planet to be. I'm just kind of marking time. I don't know my gifts. I don't know my mission. I'm kind of unqualified. So the ones that really disrupt life the most, spend some real time thinking reflectively, which one of these do I need to develop in? Now, certainly you're going to find one you go, I'm really good at that one. I feel like confident in it, and people give me good feedback. Well, then just keep developing that one. That's fine. But go to the one that kind of sets you back a bit. And also, in terms of what to do about this, develop the skills and the people. The skills of attachment, I'll just give them to you very quickly. I've written many books on this. Skills of attachment are take risks in trust. Take risks in trust. In other words, you've got to be vulnerable with some very, very safe people to learn how to trust. And you've got to find the right people. It's going to take some safe people to do that. Separation, take risks in being honest. You've got to be around some safe people to do that. If you're around control freaks, they won't like you when you're telling the truth. They'll say, I don't like you anymore. You need to be nice and quiet and easy to get along with. What's this thing about, you not wanting to go to the same restaurants I go to? I don't like you anymore. Well, they're not probably very safe people. Because the skill and the right people for separation is somebody who embraced that and go, hey, you disagreed with me and you confronted me and we worked it all out. You need those skills and those people. The third one with integration, you need to find people who will say, I don't care how much you failed. I don't care how many losses you've had and how many screw-ups you've had. You're okay with me. I would never judge you, and you're my friend, and we'll work on your improving. So you've got to find accepting people and also learn how to live in forgiveness and healing and even grief work. That's really good work to help you with integration so that judge sort of gets healthy and doesn't beat you up like he does. And then adulthood, you've got to learn how to take risk in what you're doing, especially at work and career and service organizations, and to be on your own and be self-approved. You don't need that pat in the head from some parent figure saying, okay, you're a good person. You kind of go, I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a competent person. You need to get more confidence in yourself. And also to be doing evaluation of what is your mission in life. Sometimes that's a matter of just deep thought and prayer about why am I on the planet, but you need to be working that out with people who can help you grow up, mentor you, but then kind of let you go and say, you're a grown-up now. So let me give you a couple of homework assignments that will really help here. First, on a blink level, and a blink level is like, a gut level, which component, as you're watching this video, comes to mind and go, that's really one I need more of. Write that down in your notebook. That's the one, it's attachment or separation or integration or adulthood. That's the one that I really would need to see more improvement in. Secondly, get 3 people that you think of who love you and accept you and they want to help you, and just start talking to them about that. Having the right relational context is the best thing in the world. Now, for some of you, you might want to say, I want to put this on steroids. Well, then, Get a good coach, or get a good spiritual director, or a good counselor. Go to Empower Now workshop. Get in the Townsend Leadership Program. Whatever you do, get people around you who'll go, we want to help you grow, help you develop those muscles. And then read my book, Hiding from Love. And Hiding from Love has all those four in there, and you find specific skills in how to do this. You know, you and I were designed to have great character structure, designed to be healthy enough with a great toolbox of great skills in there to go out and take the world by storm. And you can do this. There's a structure to it. There's a path to it. So I encourage you to get going on it, and best wishes.